So about a year ago, I would have told you on this channel that these are the two best figures from each of their represented toy lines that have the best value for what you get for your money. McFarlane has great sculpt work. Jada Toys just really does everything well, and you get everything you want packed into the box. But now, in 2025, with McFarlane figures floating anywhere from $30 to $37, is which I paid for that fella on the left, and Jada Toys being $30, I can't make that statement anymore. You might want to say there's a new king in town. Well, king of the price point. I will tell you why Masterverse, new Eternia, the new MOTU line, well, kind of re-imaged MOTU line, is the best value for your dollar, the best bang for your buck toy on the market today. Let's get into it next on a Friday Toy Gains.
Toy Gains! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy Gains! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Gains!
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
First, let me start with just the improvements. And it's there's some parallels to the G.I. Joe Classified line, where the Classified line was attached to that awful video game, so the designs were kind of futuristic and gamey, for lack of a better term. Well, in the new Eternia, or Masterverse line, which is my one complaint, and it's very confusing to the average consumer, but when this line started, the figure on the left was connected to the Kevin Smith cartoon reboot from Netflix, which is not as bad as people let on. You know, people are just very critical these days. It's okay. But one thing that wasn't okay was the designs. There's no argument in which is the better design. The classic looking merman on the right, they redid or reimagined to straddle the line between new and vintage, and it's a beautiful rendition of a classic character. Nice little touches with the clear eyeballs, make it look like he's ready to go underwater and could withstand, the ocean pushing into his face. Very slick. And that's what you'll see here with each figure. Let's move on to a next one so I could try to win you over with this line. I know people are filled to the brim with their collection with either DC, G.I. Joe, vintage stuff, Marvel, Legends. I know it. I get it. But I just want you to look where companies are trying to look out for you. And I don't know if Mattel is subconsciously doing this. I have some thoughts on that I will get to later. But again, great price point. This was $20 a few years ago. Merman on the right, $23. $23 is not that bad. That's like almost 2021 prices. And here we are in 2025. Let's move on to the next figure. Here's a newer figure from New Eternia. This is on shelves now. Cobra Khan, $23. Found them at Walmart. There's a torso cut, waist swivel, thigh cut, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. All the things you like from modern articulated figures. Sure, there's no butterflies, but you get that nice, clean, beautiful sculpt work when you don't have so many points of articulation. But when you have enough, and a buck that is on this muscular figure and a toy line that was known for just basically having 5 points of articulation, it's a nice middle ground of keeping the integrity of the sculpt, but also having modern articulation. I think it's wonderful. I think it's very nicely done. And again, at $23. At $23, this really is a glimmer of hope for maybe the DC line. Even if they shrink this down to a 6-inch figure, it'll be something special. I'm very impressed. I love the sheen on this figure. The copper on the armor bits looks very nice. Let's move on. This Beastman's a work of art, whether it's that jewel across his stomach on that belt, the little bits of nice paintwork on those armor pieces on his hips. I will say the gold bracelets looks a little cheap. But there's nice sculpt work in the fur, nice paint detail on the head. It's a sharp looking, beautiful, beautiful action figure. And that's where I think the price point, that's why I think it's staying and floating under $25. And their deluxe figures, which they do have, and they're slowing down on the deluxe figures, are $35. But this is the way to go with these $23 figures. Let me show you the box of a Ninja I just picked up to give you an idea of what I mean when I say straddling the line between toy and adult collectible. Just got this Ninja, also from Walmart, and it's the new Eternia line, which, listen, I also got Faker was called the classic line, or it's very confusing. I don't get it. Well, there's no cartoon anymore to attach it to, so just call them Masters of the Universe figures. None of this new Eternia, classics, Masterverse, all them taglines are silly. But if you look at this box, and this toy is still in the kids section or the toy section at Target and Walmart. Well, actually, this was on that new end cap at Walmart, which is beautiful if your store has one. 6 and up, okay? Ages 6 and up, keep that in mind. You look on the back of the box, it has all your action features, the nunchucks, the removable mask, the bow and arrow. This type of old school, showing you what the figure has on the back is how they sold toys to kids. You pick it up in the toy aisle and you get excited, okay? Let's look at a DC Multiverse box. Age 12 and up. Now, it's 6 years. That's telling you this isn't for a little kid. Back of the box just has artwork. They're selling this to adults. That's where they get you with that raised price point. The mask is off with this figure. The mask is off. This is for adults. Now they moved the collector's editions to the adult section, and that's why we are paying $37, people. Listen, spend your money how you want to spend it. I can't tell you to fall in love with a toy line simply because it's a solid price point. I happen to grow up on MOTU. I've always loved the design. The mix of science fiction and sword and sorcery always grabbed my attention. But I'm just telling you, maybe pick out a piece here and there that catches your eye. Put it on your shelf. See what you think about it. Because at $23, this toy line deserves your attention, and it deserves to be kept alive. And it can only happen through us collectors. Anyway, let me know what you think. You think it's a fair price point, a really good price point? Do you own any of the new Masterverse, new Eternia, reimagined classics, whatever the heck they're calling it? If so, let me know. Give me a hype. I don't know what that's all about, but click that hype button. As always, take care. Have fun.
You think it's getting too weird around here?
Absolutely. Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!